What's up? What's up? What's up? What's the best age to be an entrepreneur? Hmm. Let's talk about your purpose. Let's talk about a little bit of entrepreneurialism. Let's talk about age right quick. And it's a good time to talk about it because I am. Somebody was asking me, was I waiting at the airport or was I stuck at the airport? And so I'm stuck waiting at the airport because I missed my flight. I didn't miss my flight, it was oversold. And then, so I've been here since 10 o'clock in the morning. The next flight don't leave till 4, and it's like 1:30 something. So, what age do you think is the best age for entrepreneurs? I just read an article I want to talk about. And I want to talk about what I think in my personal experiences too, as not only your astrologer's favorite astrologer, but as a business coach too, because that's what I do as well. Um, so yeah, what do you think is the best age to start an entrepreneurialism? I see Yala Kobina says my age right now. Okay, we gonna see. Just type in what age you think it is, but also press two if you shared this video. Let's talk about it. Um, hmm. Well, first off, let's get our prayer out the way. Abdul Kul Tafalatat, Wabazun, Gamafaragun, Shila Kulun. I am in the love of all, and all love is in me. I am a part of all, and all is a part of me. And I am one with all, and all is one with me. And I can succeed as a part of all and fail as an individual. And I can be all that I wish in all as long as my wish is to stay in all. I am never alone. All is, I am. All can, I can. All does, I do. Mr. J. So, what up, Sinette Murray? What up, Mr. Williams? How y'all feeling today? Please identify yourself. I'm Coach Khayr, Team Taurus, Atlanta, Georgia. What's your team zodiac and what city and state you in? And are there any entrepreneurs on here today, or anybody who wants to be an entrepreneur, or are you strictly a 9 to 5? I'd like to know who I'm talking to. So, um, I'm about to have a conversation about, entrepreneurs. In this article I just read that 45 is the new 25 because a lot of people, what up Team Virgo in Delaware? A lot of young people are just like, oh, I don't want to end up like my parents. I don't want to be working for nobody else. I can't do no 9 to 5. But there are still some people who are like, yo, I got to get my resume right. The only way I'm gonna make money is working for somebody else, stuff like that. So the article said that it was actually better for a person to start after the age of 35. They said it would be better for people to start as an entrepreneur after the age of 35. And I was like, very interesting, right? So this is how I look at stuff. So if you get a piece of paper, I want to draw this. I want to draw something out. So let me know. Press one when you have a piece of paper and pen, so I can do this diagram. And if just one person says they have a paper and pen, I'm going to drop a little bit about this diagram. Justin Nat says every age. Well, as an astrologer, I feel that some people, like your chart is going to tell you whether you got entrepreneurship skills or whether you more are a worker or server or middle management. Like, there's lower management, which is like working, middle management, then there's upper management. Team Michigan Team Gemini in Michigan. I was about to say Team Michigan and Gemini. I was supposed to be asleep today on the plane, but I am deprived. What up, Dale? As soon as they are able to talk, they should be an entrepreneur, right? So let's talk about an entrepreneur. I'm going to address that one first. If you are able to talk, and what's one of the skills that you have to have as an entrepreneur? What is an entrepreneur? But what is one of the things that make you a successful entrepreneur? Like, are you in profit? Because if you ain't in profit and you an entrepreneur, then what are we doing? I will share the article on my page. Yeah. But of course, you see a couple cats in their 20s, and you see, oh, look at Elon Musk, he was in his 20s. Steve Jobs was in his 20s. What's your other cat name? Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg, he was in his 20s. Those are anomalies. Now, there are some businesses out here. Tina, you got your pen and paper? Let's get it popping. There are some, anomalies out here, but once again, is what does the chart have? In my opinion, what makes a good entrepreneur is experience. Now, you got to have thick skin, one. I should say thick skin probably is number one. Two, awareness. Awareness might be first, then thick skin, right? And then what are you in it for? Because if you want to be an entrepreneur because nobody else can tell you anything, then you might not be an entrepreneur. You just might be a butthole. But if you're an entrepreneur because you want to make more money and have more time for yourself, then I'm like, word up. So let's draw this diagram out. So I want everyone to, she said persuasion, somebody else said communication. Okay. Why do I need to persuade someone if I'm an entrepreneur? Why can't I just provide a service and assist someone? I need to, is everything about persuading someone? When they started this, it was some entrepreneurs who started Delta Airlines, where I'm at right now. See the plane? It was some the Wright brothers were entrepreneurs. They weren't thinking about like changing like having an entire industry. All industries are coming from entrepreneurs. You feel me? Communication is very important as an entrepreneur, but nobody said experience. What about experience? How important? So if somebody can come out of the womb and they talking at 3 years old or 4 years old, how can they don't have any experience with people? So I think that in the article that they were maybe referring to the little older you are, you got a little more maturity, you've had more experience. Let's draw this diagram. So if you have a pen and a piece of paper, please press 1. Some of you already have it. So I want you to go ahead and just draw this. So draw a triangle. Draw a triangle in the middle of the page. Don't take up the whole middle of the page, but like take up a nice piece. You want to be able to write on each line. And on the bottom left corner, I want you to write 0. Top the pyramid, write 40. Bottom right hand corner, write 80. And then go back up on the 0 and write 120. Now, inside the middle of this pyramid, this triangle, I want you to write Genesis 6:3. Magus is in the building, so he knows about Genesis 6:3. Magus, if you could pull that up for me real quick and post what Genesis 6:3 says for me as I do this lesson on entrepreneurialism and what's the best age. So 0 to 40 is like the first leg, and I want you to write knowledge on that leg that goes up. So write knowledge in all capital letters and space it out. Then from 40 to 80, I want you to write wisdom, big letters and space it out, wisdom. And then, of course, underneath the pyramid, we're going to write what? Understanding, because we're underneath, we're at the bottom of the pyramid. What up, Miss Davis? Tina Van is in the building. She said it's important entrepreneur must be knowable. My apologies for the announcements, but that's what happens when you're in the airport. I'm going to try to make this quick. So from 0 to 40, we're gathering knowledge, information, but that's also the period of trial and error. Trial and error. The next one, 40 to 80, is trial and measure. Trial and measure. Yes. Okay. Now, you can only measure what you've already tried. So when you pass that 40, then all of a sudden, when you bend that curve, you have enough library of experiences to make much wiser and much more mature decisions than you did going up the mountain, because you didn't know how high the mountain was. Nobody even told you that, 40, I start a whole nother cycle. Or 42, Because 40 is just getting you ready for 42. For those of you who are 42 right there, wowzers. I know something's going on in your life because you're going through your Uranus opposition. Yeah. So I just had a rush of thoughts. But anyway, 0 to 40 is knowledge, trial and error. 40 to 80 is trial and measure, and that's wisdom. But put a $ where the S is at on wisdom. WISDOM, put a $, because this is where the money was made. Sam Walton was 58 when he founded Walmart. What's his name? I'm going to his hometown, one of the richest men in the world, to beat Warren Buffett. So Warren Buffett, he didn't make his first million until he was like 53 or 55, and then Colonel Sanders was 68 when he started Kentucky Fried Chicken, and Dave Thomas was 65 when he started Wendy's. So they were already well into the money in age-wise. They just had to figure out a way to apply it. So, how old are you? What are you doing to get ready to be an entrepreneur? If being an entrepreneur is something that you even are considering. How many of y'all are considering becoming an entrepreneur? Or you're an entrepreneur but you like to make more money and you want things to get better for you? Oh, interesting. So, me personally, I'm very happy as an entrepreneur at this age. I know I've been in the game. I've been in the game since I was 9, but I have worked in corporate America too, but I have no desire to go back. Peace, Lord. What up with you tomorrow? HQ is in the building. So, but this is some real juiciness, and I want to go into it a little more, probably with my astrology group, because what I've learned is when people come to get readings, one of the things that they want is, what is my purpose and where's the money? So if your job or occupation or service to others is in alignment with parts of your chart, then you're going to win, 10 times out of 10 and much harder than the other people's. Tina said, I needed this lesson, 40, starting my business and preparing to escape corporate America. Can you do it by yourself? And are you willing to invest in some help? That's what the lessons that I learned this weekend while I was over at the Rapid Client Attraction University. That's where I was at. Client Attraction University. And it's like, well, what are we marketing? And to who? And how do we get our time back? So I'm going to look forward to having that conversation a little later on with y'all. But right now I'm going to go see, can I find me a nap up in this airport? Miss Jenkins, how you feeling? Hey, Karen Evans Williams, peace, peace, peace. So I found you in peace. I'm going to leave you in prayer and with that thought. Are you ready for entrepreneurship? If you think that you are, and you're ready to link your entrepreneurship with your skill set, please go over to workwithcoachk.com and check out that video over there. All right, I'm gonna holler at y'all later. Peace.